This is not working.
Why is it not working?
No, just a moment.
Ooh.
We will. Okay, that would be great. We will be waiting. We will give you a shout out. I'll probably text you on if we plan to come. I will text you on I'll leave you a message on TikTok. But yeah. So back to our topic. Before we proceed with, as you can see, there is a Temu €0 promo that is going on. And if you want to take advantage of the €0 promo, and if by now I believe that there are so many videos out there already informing people about the €0 promo that Temu is running. And if you want to take advantage of that, you have to go to your search bar, type this code DYF2749. Just here, the code is right here. You click on the code DYF2749, and then all the products that are available for €0 will pop up on your screen. Just make sure you choose the products, 6 products. Go for the most expensive items that you can choose, and then you have a minimum order to make as well, a minimum purchase. So for me, my minimum purchase used to be 25, around €25. So after choosing 6 products for free, I have to make a minimum purchase of €25. So make sure you take advantage of that for your next purchase or your next order. Hi, Loana Boo. Hi, Loana Boo. How are you doing? Good evening. Welcome back to our channel. My name is Allison, and this is my husband David. And we create content, couples related type of content. It could be comedy, fun time, trends, couple trends, and and so on and so forth. We also do like lifestyle vlog on here on YouTube, but we do not do lifestyle vlog on TikTok. We don't do it frequently. We mostly do couple related content on
Yeah.
TikTok. Yeah, like trends and stuff like that. But
Halifa, thanks for joining.
so in today's live session, we are like same like yesterday, because we had a live session yesterday where we were talking about a whole lot of stuff regarding relationship and marriage. So today is just like a continuation of yesterday's live session, and the question that we have for today, one of the questions that we have for today is, hi, hi Halifa, where are you from Cameroon? So one of the questions that we have from for today's session is, as a woman, can you marry a man who earns way lesser than you? And as a man, can you marry a woman who earns more than you? That's the question. Thank you. Thank you so much, Monkey Arc. Hi, Lesedi Motsweneng. Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. Yes, you can. Can you back up your points too? Because I believe that there are a lot of people in the comment section who may not agree. So if you can, or if you cannot, why? So that's the question. So for me personally, to answer the part of the lady, as a woman, if I can marry a man who earns way lesser than me.
Maybe someone this Halifa just replied. I'm from Bamenda, Sata, and you?
Oh, nice. I'm from uh
Not
Southwest, yeah.
Southwest Cameroon.
Bayangi Bakri, but I grew up in Douala. Yeah. So thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. We love you too. So me personally, as a woman, before, um, based on past experience, I wouldn't have said yes, because it all depends on the person that you are with, right? Um, because it's all about the person, right?
Yeah.
How the person treats you,
Exactly.
how the person you first, because there are certain factors that you can't use to judge someone. You have to get closer to the person before you can know, okay,
Chini, thanks for joining.
this is how this person is kind, this person is this. There are various ways to judge a person aside from financial. Definitely money or finances matters in a relationship, especially if you're looking into the future, if you're building a lifelong relationship, right? Those kind of things will matter. But it shouldn't be the only parameter that you use to judge if you want to be in a relationship with someone. You should look way beyond the money. Just like looking at someone's physique is not the only parameter to judge if you can be with someone, right? There are other factors, or even more important factors, like the way the person treats you, the character of the person, right? Exactly. All those kind of things. Exactly. Marry the person and not the job. New Zealand, wow. I'm from Cameroon and my husband is from Nigeria, but we live in Finland. Hi, CR7. Good to see you. Good to have you.
It was connected yesterday.
Good to have you back here.
Sexy Mary, welcome.
Hi, Chini. Thank you. Oh, 80. Good to have you. Please, if you want to come on board, if you want to join the live session, please give a request. What is love? Wow, that's a good question. Babe, someone has a question. What is love?
What is love?
That's a tough one.
Love is sacrifice. Love is patience. Love is putting yourself in your partner's shoes or in others' shoes. Yeah, putting yourself in others' shoes. Love is selfless service. Love is not being self-centered. Love is not selfish. Love is not hate.
Yeah.
And love is not full of disappointment.
So those are the characteristics of love.
Yes.
So if you want to actually know that someone loves you, it's based on that.
All those things. Yeah.
Right. But now, when we talk about love, right?
2 years. Kasim, Yelani is 2 years.
Yes, please.
Yes, God is love. Yes.
God is love. Exactly.
Inoagama, you said it all.
India. Haha.
Yeah, Monkey Ark.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'll come to India to eat biryani, to eat baratha, to eat chipata, to drink
chai.
To drink chai.
And eat how do they call it again?
And eat kobus. And eat
I was talking about something yesterday. Chicken
biryani.
No, not chicken biryani. Chicken butter. Yeah.
Chicken butter. Yeah.
So back to the question.
Etel. Hello. Hey. My volume is low.
So, okay, good.
How are you?
Etel, someone is asking in the comment section on YouTube, what is love? What can you say about that?
Okay. For me, first of all, being a Christian, I'll define love as God, because God is love. Then, if we come now to comparisons of the world, we can define love in so many aspects. Yeah. That includes giving, being kind to other people, sharing, giving, sharing, being kind, just helping one another, forgiveness. Yeah. So there are so many types of forms of love, but all in all, God is love, and when you look at God, everything that defines God is all about love.
God is love. That's just the ultimate.
Hi, Mohammed. Good to have you back here.
Inoa says agape love is the love of choice, not out of attraction or obligation, or based of emotion. Yes, thank you so much. That's it.
And babe, I want to say something. When it comes to marriage, right? The choice of marrying someone or of being with someone, you don't just base off on emotions because guess what? Sometimes emotions go and come.
Yes.
What about the moments where you don't feel the emotions?
God bless you too, Monkiak. God bless you.
Thank you. Continue. What about the times where you don't feel the emotions, the heartbeat and everything?
Yeah.
Does that mean you do not love your person? And that is exactly where what has said, love is choice.
It's choice,
Which
yes.
means that when you choose to love someone, when you love someone, you wake up every morning choosing that person
Choosing
over
over
and
and over
over.
again.
Whether
Even
things
when the feeling is not there,
exactly,
it's your choice.
irrespective of if things are good or not,
Yes.
irrespective of if they do what you want or not, irrespective of if they dressed well today or not,
Not,
irrespective of so many factors, it's a choice that you wake up and stand up to every day.
Every day.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Love is a decision.
Yes.
Yeah. Ita, you want to share more? You want to throw more light on that?
I think just like do you mean based on the point that love is a choice?
Yes.
Yeah. I think just like what you guys have said, you can decide who you want to love. First of all, you can decide who to love. You know, there are certain times that you might actually love somebody, and then you just decide to not love them. So actually, love is a choice.
Okay.
So you'll be looking at different types of aspect. Oh, is this character okay for me? Is this a character I can actually love in someone or not? Is this somebody that I can actually respect? So that is now decision making. That is you making a choice if you can actually love this person, this type of character, this type of personality or not. So yeah, I really, really agree that love is a choice. And this is where we see like if things fall apart along the way, people decide to love each other, a choice also comes in where now you just want to go separate places because in the first place it was a choice. So maybe another choice will come in as well. People make different decisions, they go separate ways, and which brings us to the fact that of course in the beginning that was actually a choice. Like
Yes.
you chose to stick to somebody.
Exactly.
You choose to I don't know the way that I can say, like to should I say persevere with somebody
Yeah.
or yeah, something like that.
I have a very interesting question. And that question is, how do you deter, because we know that nobody is perfect, right?
Yes, exactly.
When it comes to the decision of a partner, what should you look out for in a man or a woman when trying to make the choice of a life partner?
Okay. So number one, just as earlier as I said that God is love.
Yeah.
So number one, he who that I would choose to love must God the man that I love top. And the man I love top is God. That is the Father who I love the most. So if you do not love my Father, then you and I are not moving in the same direction. Then you and I should be going separate ways. Because it means that from this point onwards, if I choose to be with you, I love something that you do not love, then we're not going to have any understanding, the both of us.
Yeah.
So, number one, if you believe in God, choose a partner that believes in God. That is how you build your relationship. The relationship must be built on a strong foundation, and that strong foundation is God Himself.
Wow, yeah.
So choose a person, a woman, a man that loves God, that loves what you love. Then secondly now, the next thing is, a man can love God and not love his brother.
Yeah.
So upon loving God now, what is now the characteristics that the person actually has? Do you love your neighbor?
Yeah.
Who are you outside the church?
Wow.
What is your temper? How do you accommodate people? Are you a person who builds or who destroys? Do you claim to love God by mouth or you claim to love God by actions that you give out to the world?
So,
So it's choosing a partner isn't just like a one-day thing.
No, it's not.
You need to look at all. You need to look at all the red flags. You need to look at all the green flags. And normally, they tend to really, really
neglect the red
avoid
flags.
the red flags. It's okay to avoid one red flag, but there are certain times that the most biggest red flag, maybe the person has only one red flag, and that red flag is actually very huge, and that's something that you cannot even neglect.
You can't neglect,
But
yeah.
that's one red flag. And maybe sometimes someone can have two red flags. Those red flags are like things that you can handle, things that you can deal with. So there are certain things that you can help the person with, but there are no expectation of change.
Yeah.
There are no expectation of change unless if somebody is just willing to. So for me, I had to look into different angles when I actually chose the man that really God blessed me with. So it's a lot to look into before you say you take steps.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
Inoa Gamer says, I am married now and I base my decision of I can love this woman and I can love to love this woman.
And I love to love this woman.
And I love to love this woman. It's a decision, like, yeah, exactly. It is.
So talking about the red flag thing, my take on red flag is when you meet someone, right? As you said earlier, you would observe their green flags and observe their red flags. The question that each one of us are supposed to ask ourselves, the red flag that I see in this person, is this something that I can deal with till death do us part?
Yeah.
And that question is very important, because if the answer is no, then you have to run for your life. If you know that you see someone and you're like, I cannot deal with this particular red flag, and the person, because you should ask yourself, okay, I do understand that people change and everything.
Yeah.
But the question you should ask yourself is, what if this person does not change? Am I ready to deal with this red flag till death do us part? And I feel like lots of people in relationship, they do not ask themselves that question. Then when they get into marriage, they get into, the relationship gets serious, they'll be like, okay, I thought he would change. I thought he would change, which is a big problem, because you saw the red flags in the beginning, but you choose to ignore it, hoping that the person will change. So the question should always be, okay, this person has this red flag. What if they do not change? Can I deal with this for the rest of my life?
It's a big decision.
Yeah. Yes. And also,
change does not come from outside.
It comes within.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Noah.
Yes.
It's so hard to say that you're going to change because of your partner. It has to come from your own self. Though there are certain things, there are certain instances where maybe somebody, it's a decision.
Yeah.
From you yourself as an individual. But if I'm going into this relationship with the mindset of saying that no, he's gonna change. No, he told me that he's gonna change. So I know he will change.
Shout out to you, Trip04. Shout out. Thank you. Just a moment, AT. We have some people in the comment section on YouTube. Shout out to you, CR7. Shout out to you, Trip04. What's your name, please? Oops. We are Allison and David, and David is from Nigeria. David is from Nigeria, and I'm from Cameroon.
Yeah.
I want to swap. David is from Nigeria and I'm from Cameroon, but we both live in Finland. Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. How are you doing? And yeah, Monkey Arc, you're so right. If you love your wife, God will always be with you. So
exactly.
true.
Exactly.
So true.
Yeah.
When there is love and harmony.
Thank you for joining us.
When there is love and harmony in every family, there's a way the blessings of God will flow.
Exactly.
And one thing I want to say is that, have you noticed that as a man, even as individuals, right, there is a certain type of favor that follows you when you get married. There is a certain amount of grace that begins to follow you when you get married.
Yeah, Noah, you're right.
to the right
You're right,
partner.
Noah.
Add to the right partner. When
Yes,
you
Yeah.
to
get
the right
married to the
partner.
right partner,
Exactly. Yes. Has anyone in the comment section realized that there is a certain type of grace that begins to follow you? A type of favor that you begin to experience when you get married that you don't used to. Maybe you used to experience that before, but it becomes more. Is that not Zelensky?
Yes, Zelensky.
Sorry, guys. Actually,
Exactly.
a verb.
Exactly.
So
It's
it's a
that.
doing word.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's what rob a partner to it's how do I call it? Like you began to
Oh,
the
hi,
grace begins
Jimmy.
the grace begins to transfer to your partner,
Yeah.
and then the grace that she or he has is transferred to the other
And
person.
also, the Bible says, "Who he that finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from God."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'll just read the comment from Noah. Noah says, "Real love pursues the best for others, and also the word love is actually a verb, so it's
It's
a
a doing
doing.
word,
So
yes.
it's not a I love
It's
and
not I
then
love
it becomes
you.
I
It's not a
loved.
sweet words. I love you.
It's
It
just the
doesn't
word.
just end in that word. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good to affirmate what you.
Affirm,
Yeah,
yeah.
you affirm. Yeah, you reassure your partner. I love you. It's good, but it has to show. It's a doing word.
yeah,
It has to show. If you are changing, the changes have to show. If you are adjusting, the adjusting has to show.
It's
If you are contributing, it has to show. You know. And you can't just be saying that I love you, and it doesn't show. You don't make move to change to the better.
yeah.
It becomes questionable. Your love, it's now question mark. You know, and God made that very very understandable, because he said he loved us, and then he made that move to
yeah.
show us how much he
He
loves us.
proved his love
He
for us by
proved his
dying on the
love,
cross.
yes, to make it us understand that love is beyond just saying.
Yeah.
It's a doing. You're
Just to
correct.
say that whether it comes to a male or a female, if someone says they love you, it must show in their actions. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
God bless you both. God bless you too. God bless you too.
So now, I had another question. It just skipped my mind.
Yeah.
You talked about something earlier about the fact that when it comes to the choice of a partner, firstly, your partner must love God or have the fear of God, right? As someone who has the fear of God, when it comes to the choice of a partner, you must go for someone who has the fear of God too. And also, you said something very peculiar, that it's not just all about saying that I have the fear of God, but also being able to exhibit that fear of God. Because everyone can say I'm a Christian, everyone can say I have the fear of God, but not everyone is not, how will I say it? Not everyone is a doer of the word, right? Because
Yes.
we have lots of people
Not
who
everyone
are,
obeys the word.
yes,
Exactly.
We claim, but we do not obey.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
so that part. And
I sorry to say, I saw a picture that really illustrates this thing that you guys are talking about. You see, there is I am a believer, and then there is I obey.
Yeah.
I obey. I am obedient as a believer, and the other one is I am a believer. And when they look at I am a believer, there are a lot of people on that route. A
yeah,
lot, yes.
a lot of
Everyone
people.
believe there is God. Everyone believe. Everyone believe. But is it everyone
Yeah.
that obeys? Obedient is now the issue.
Ooh,
You
he
know.
said something. Brother Noah said something. Say, from a man's perspective, find a woman who loves God more than you.
True. True. Exactly. Very,
Yeah.
very correct.
Yes.
Yes. When a woman loves God more than you, because you are made, as a man, you are made in God's image. So when she loves God, she has, like a man has to find God in order to win you. Do you understand?
Ooh, this
Yeah.
is
A man has to find God in order to
That's
win that lady.
this is
You
there is
understand?
there is a scenario over there in the comment section. It says that my
My
friend has been sleeping with a girl we used to, oh my god. Hmm. It's crazy. He's saying that his friend is having an affair with a girl they used to have an affair with while they were in university. But he's married and he feels sorry for his wife as she's a born again.
Oh, that's strong.
He wants to tell his friend's wife, but he doesn't want to spoil their relationship. So how do he
He said
how
they are married for 2 years.
yes, so how he's thinking of how to go about it. It's a very tricky situation.
Well, my best advice is this: they must have changed. They are 2 years married. They are married in 2 years now, and
The guy is cheating on his wife. Read it again. Maybe you have, let me bring it closer. It says that my friend is cheating on his wife with a girl that they used to be with in university.
so the guy is cheating on his wife with his,
His ex. Exactly.
and they've been 2 years in marriage.
Yes. It's this
Well, I think you should. I don't know. It's a very strong word because.
Hi Austin, shout out to you, Austin.
Austin, baby, shout out to you. So my best advice to you as a friend is confront your friend.
Yes, very important.
Confront your friend man to man. Speak to him and make him understand that whatever he is doing, it's not right. Confront him, and if it will get to the point of quitting that friendship just because of that thing, that's to show how serious you are. Make your friend see that it's a wrong. He's trading on the wrong path. You understand? Because you can't continue to be friends with such a person. If for you to share this right now, it means
You're bothered.
you are bothered, and it means that you know that it's wrong.
Yeah.
For you to share it. Yeah. So with this same spirit, you should confront your friend first. Confront your friend, advise your friend, and then you can confide on somebody you think that your friend is scared of, is afraid of, or your friend reverence most.
Yeah.
Confide on that person. Okay, after talking to your friend and there is no adjustment, confide on the person that your friend reverence or is scared of. It can be his father, mother. If you are close to the person, it can be his pastor or whatever. Talk to them and say, this is what's going on, and that person will come in. Then if that your friend now disrespects you and the person, the Holy Spirit can now lead you to, to
open up to his wife.
to open up to his wife.
Because it's a very sensitive.
It's a very sensitive thing.
Yes.
And many people who went through this part, it never end well. Yeah. A married man married to his wife and he's still having an affair outside. It doesn't always end well. Stories that I've heard, it's not always successful at the end. The pleasure is there, but it's for a moment.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there will be a lot of damages.
Yeah.
The kids
Emotional
will be heartbroken. The wife will be heartbroken. And these damages might not be forgiven. Yeah. Some can be forgiven, and some it's just a crack that will be there forever. So it's not.
Brother Noah, if you're in the comment section, what do you think about the situation? Because me, I am speechless. I totally agree with what Hobby just said.
Yeah.
You should probably talk to him, confront him about it. Then if there's no adjustment, approach someone else that is, a person of authority that is above him, someone he reverences and fears, and then they should talk to him. And if there is still no change, then
if there's still no change, then because
thank you so much, Monkey R. God be with you too. God bless you. Hi Austin, how are you doing? Where are you connecting from? We are Alison and David. We are connected from Finland.
Is Atel still online?
Yeah,
I think she's still online. She can share her thoughts. Atel. Yeah, share your thoughts on.
I went to watch people on YouTube.
So share your thoughts on what do you think? What's your best advice on this situation?
The cheating part.
Yes.
Okay. Is it the guy talking about
His friend?
Yes. The guy is talking
Yes.
about his friend
His
cheating
male
on his
friend,
wife
yeah.
with his ex back in school.
Whose phone is ringing? I think it's yours.
Nobody's calling me. Anybody call?
Second time.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So just like you guys have actually said, that's a very sensitive topic. First of all, and even as you take a bold step to go and to talk about to tell the wife, I think it's something that you have to talk to your friend about first. Like, get a view from your friend. And the Bible talks about, if you are a believer, if you're a child of God, and you are seeing that your brother, what your brother is doing is something wrong, you do not have to entertain it, because it advises us not to be yoked with non-believers. You
Yeah.
get. And for me, what I believe is that a man who cheats on his wife does not love God, or does not even know God.
Yeah.
Because you cannot be a child of God and yet do and break God's commitment. Because marriage is a commitment. It's a
Yeah.
covenant, by the way. Sorry,
Yeah.
marriage is a. So if you believe in God, then there is no way that you're going to break that covenant by going outside to do adultery, and it is forbidden to actually commit adultery. If you read, is it Ephesians? In Ephesians, it talks about
Do not defile.
not going outside.
Yeah.
Adultery is not acceptable. So first of all, I would suggest that you talk to your friend. Remind them why they got married. Because for you to get married, it means you have made a choice that you're going to stick with this person for the rest of your life. You become one flesh. And then secondly, if you see that they are not ready to change, honestly, for me, I don't really mind losing friendship. If
Yeah.
I'm not learning anything positive from you, the only thing I get from you is bad vibes, something that is so unchristian. It's all right for me. I will let go of you. I will not even lose anything, but I will have that my Christian aspect still intact. So I would not mind letting go of you as a friend, and I will tell your wife, obviously, maybe just explain what is going on, because that would make me a better person. The thing is, we carry so much guilt. If you don't talk to anybody about it, you'll be carrying that guilt for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to tell the wife, just stay away from that kind of friend, because they are not building you or taking you anywhere in your life. So that's just, for me, that's how I would really take this matter, because it doesn't make sense that, okay. And you know what hates the most is that you might be that good friend who does not even partake all these type of lifestyle,
Yeah.
cheating and
I'm
everything.
actually live here
And
as well. So there's YouTube and TikTok. So when I'm not looking at YouTube, I'm looking at the people on TikTok. Yes, please.
yeah, I know. I'm looking at you here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's just the thing. So it's just okay that
Yeah.
you just break the relationship.
Yeah. I feel you. I
If you
feel
have
you.
if you have different beliefs when it comes to marriage, when it comes to life, then just break the relationship. I wouldn't really mind.
Yeah.
Like, they just go separate ways. Especially if the friend is not willing
To
to
change.
listen, and then yeah, you talk to somebody. You can actually talk to somebody that is close to the friend. Then probably they will see how to settle the matter.
Wow. Pacific
Because I
Melanesian.
know, the thing is, you wouldn't also want to be the reason as to why people divorce.
Divorce, yeah.
That is a fear that
I
most
think that's the
friends
reason why
have.
he's asking the question. Well, we have some
Yeah, I
comments
know.
here in the comment section. Eti, just hold on a little bit. We have
Yeah.
so Brother Noah says Corinthians is a great in terms of concerning in terms of matters concerning marriage, and it's tough because they have a covenant together, and a covenant is something God doesn't break. And it says that when God makes covenant, He doesn't break them. And now there's a very a sensitive topic here. One of our subscribers said, I'm married and now saved. I was Catholic when I got married at 26. I was really immature. I'm ashamed. I was sleeping with my wife's sister. However, my wife was unaware while we were dating. I'm 32 now, but I feel convicted to tell her, although we've moved on. And my wife's sister is married, but I didn't attend her wedding 2 years ago due to backward conviction. So her sister is married, and I'm not sure if I should tell my wife, like, feel like all things are passed away, but I feel convicted that she might ask for divorce. Our marriage has been blissful, I'm afraid. Very, very sensitive.
Wow.
This is a very
That's a
sensitive
tough
one.
one.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Pacific Black. Good to have you here. So, I know that if a woman lays with another man, he has the right to leave her. Yeah, that's for sure. Infidelity is a ground for divorce, but definitely God doesn't want that. But it is permissible on the grounds of infidelity. And I really feel you. It's like you want to tell her, but you're afraid of you two breaking up. At the same time, you still have that fear in your heart that she's gonna find out, you know so it's a really it's a tough one, I must say. um I would say that you should open up to her, because, and also it depends. The question I have is, were you unfaithful to your wife when you guys were still dating, or when you guys got married? Which time frame? Is it before you got married or after you got married? It's a man sitting on pillow. Yeah. Yes. Very true. But Brother Noah said something. He says, Terry, I think he says that I think that's something where if you can't live with, then tell her. But pray for peace going into that conversation, because God is God of peace and truth. That's so true. That's so true. If you can't live with it, then you tell her, because at every point in time you would always be afraid that she would find out the truth. And the truth is, if she finds out the truth from someone else, there are higher chances that your relationship may not survive. But if you are the one to tell her the truth, the chances are 50-50. So I'm sitting on pillows. What do you mean sitting on pillows? Are you worried about my pillows, or it means something else, Ian? Well, we are not doing Bible studies, but we are believers. We are Christians. So whatever discussion that we are talking, we equally bring in the mind of God in it as well. Because first of all, marriage is an idea from God. That, in fact, it's an institution from God. So there is no argument about that. So when it comes to matters of such, it's very important to look at it through the lens of God. So yeah. Well, if it's been a long time ago, from your response, it shows that it's been a long time ago. I would say that you should tell her about it. Especially, is your wife born again as well? If your wife is born again, then it will be easy. It might not be like she will not understand immediately, but you know it's a tough one. But I would say pray about it, ask God for peace, ask God to soften her heart, and so that she'll be able to forgive you. And then tell her about it. Yeah, because definitely if she finds out from someone else, there'll be more damage than if she finds out from you directly. Man sitting up. What's AN, please? What's the meaning of that? Hello, my people. Love from Abuja. Hi. Hi, Dan Bauchi. Hello to you. How are you doing? Hope you're doing okay. Hi, Ayan. Shout out to you. How are you doing? So, I'm going to sleep, but going to subscribe. Look forward to more chats. Bless you all. Thank you so much, Brother Noah. Thank you. Thank you so much. We appreciate. Thank you. Hope to see you soon as well. And also, please, if you're subscribed to this channel, always make sure to, leave comments on our videos so that we can always give you a shout out and equally get to know you, because it's hard to tell who is watching our video if we don't see the comments in the comment section. Wait, okay, good question. I like that question, Pacific Black. The Bible is an account of God's relationship with man and man's relationship with God, which means that it reflects the goodness of God, it reflects the character of God, but it also shows the imperfection of men. And when it comes to stories like the story of Solomon, the Bible clearly tells it was his imperfection that was shown in that scenario. Even David, who was considered to be a man after God's heart, in as much as the Bible showed his perfection, his good part and everything, but it did not hide his imperfection, just to show or to tell each one of us that we as humans, we are not perfect. But now when we read or study the scripture, we learn from the mistakes of others. We learn about the character of God. We get to learn how God dealt with men and how men dealt with God. So when you're reading the scripture, you're not going to look at what people did as evil to copy, but to look at what you can learn from. And by the way, when you read down the scripture, you eventually get to realize that because of Solomon's sin, God had to divide the kingdom of Israel into two. He gave just 2 kingdoms to the son of Solomon, and he gave the 10 remaining others to Rehoboam. I'm gonna block this person.
Cool. I thought you were ending.
Huh? It feels like, so yeah. Pacific, I hope I was able to answer your question. Hi Didi, shout out to you. My Odogu is here. Oh. He's here. He was on a call with Daddy. So hi Chisom, shout out to you. Sorry, it's just because my custom, we married more than one wives to increase our tribes. I feel you. Lots of African customs too. They used to, but because it's a custom does not mean it's the right way of going about it. So yeah. That is our take, because the Bible also tells us that man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife and not cleave to his wives, right? So for that part, God was clear on that part when he said man shall leave his father and mother and cleave to his wife and the two shall become one. So that was the mind of God regarding marriage. Now, any other thing that people did in the Bible that is contrary to that is not the mind of God. Because it is in the Bible does not mean it's the mind of God. The Bible is equally made up of the lives of men. It's equally made up of the accounts of men. It's made up of the stories of men, right? So we need to be wise and we need to use discernment.
Thank you so much, Chisom.
Chisom was asking about you.
Oh, here I am. Here I am.
Yes, so Odogu is a fine boy. So, anyways, guys, thank you all. Do you have any questions, please?
Yeah, relax.
Odogu,
thank you for taking care of Ali. Ali, thank you for taking care of your Odogu routine for you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, Penny. Shout out to you.
Yeah, she's so pretty. Pretty.
Anyways, guys, I use Sabbath believer or Sunday. Well, That's a tricky question.
Very tricky. I think the Sabbath is the old Jewish.
So I'll give you our point of view based on both sides, right? So when it's like a religious contradiction, it's
Yes.
not like, okay, this is the Bible. We clearly read from the scriptures, the Old Testament. The Bible tells us that God rested on the seventh day, and the seventh day is Saturday, right, which is the Sabbath day. And Sunday, the reason why Sunday is considered to be a church day, I definitely understand the aspect where it says that the Sabbath day was changed from Saturday to Sunday. We know all of those stories and everything, right? The Sabbath day was changed from Saturday to Sunday by, in quotes, we all know. But one of the reason why lots of churches did not revert back to it is because the Sunday, which is now the new day of service, was the day Christ rose from the dead. So Christ rose from the dead on a Sunday. You get it? So that is the day. That's the reason why it is being commemorated. But at the same time too, the Sabbath was not created for man. This man was not created for the Sabbath, but the Sabbath was created for man. So, and I feel like the most important part is when it comes to worship, the Bible says that the days are coming, and now is it, that men shall seek to worship the Lord in spirit and in truth. So at the end of the day, what matters is that we are seeking God in spirit and in truth. We are seeking God in His Word. We are seeking God in His teachings, His doctrine, and everything. So yeah. See, I've been married for 6 years.
Etel, there is a question for you. Read.
It says, I've been married for 6 years. I doubt that my first child is my husband. As whilst he was abroad in our
strong.
1 year of marriage, he was studying abroad in the UK, and I was honey, and I was sleeping with a guy. Wow. Hey, Chisom say you fit to be pastor.
Well,
This is a very tough
from work,
one.
I'm scared. I've told my pastor and parents, but I have hidden it from my husband. Should I inform?
If I would say, if you can afford to do a DNA test, you should do a
No,
DNA
okay.
test.
First of all,
So you are
first of
sure?
all, it is not. I want you to understand something, fella Davidson. First of all, it's not about the child. First of all, it is not about your husband knowing. First of all, it is about you, the affair. Are you ready to repent of what you did? That's the first thing first.
Or have you
Have you
repented?
repented, or you're ready to repent of what you did? Have you accepted now that it was a mistake? I'm talking about the affair, not the child now, because a child is a perfect gift from God. A child is a gift. Nobody should regret having a child. A child is a gift. A child is not by mistake. All right, so there was
However
no
means they
mistake.
came to this
Yes,
world. Yeah.
however means they came to this world. You see, let's not even talk about that, because that child will be great tomorrow, and that child's destiny is already secured. But it's about you now. Have you repented of what you did? Are you still repeating that affair, or you've finally ended up that affair? Because we know the power of affair. It is not once, not twice. Many are still struggling to get out of it. So have you concluded that part, that yes, I made a mistake, I shouldn't have this affair, I have repented and all that? If you are finally forgive yourself, because if you are forgiving yourself, that is when you can now, okay, go forward to the next step, which is what? The next step is what?
She said she has told her pastor about it. She has told her parents.
So that means you have forgiven yourself, and you have repented of it. So the second one is to now inform your husband. If you want to inform your husband yourself, you can go ahead to inform your husband. If you want your pastors and your parents to be there,
Hi,
while
Diane.
you
That's D.
informed. Okay, hi.
D.
Inform your
D from
husband.
UAE.
All right, D. Okay, nice to see. Okay.
Diana.
I've been asking after you all the time. All right, thanks for joining us. So if you want to inform your husband, and you want these people you have already told about to be there,
Yeah.
yes, they can be there, and then you officially inform your husband and all that stuff. The
What
child's
about-
status is the third one. All right, the child status. So you know the three process. You have to repent and then inform your husband. The child status is the last part. Do not go ahead on the child status. Let your husband be the final judge for that. If your husband says, okay, if he pushes and wants to know the status of that child, fine. If he doesn't request for it, fine. You understand? It is not up to you to say, I have doubt if the child is for your husband or not. Let your husband request for a DNA, or let your husband be the one to say, I want to be sure.
And also, anyways, pregnancy date is, I feel like when you go to the hospital, they will be able to tell you the conception day of a child,
Yeah, those ones
which you
can
should
be.
be, which I think sometimes it's not always like exact, but it's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
one.
It's a tough one. But the fact that you
Thank
guys
you,
are,
Diana.
thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
lady.
But the fact that I want to say, the fact that you admitted you made a mistake and you have repented for it and you have informed
Your parents and,
it's
and
your
the pastors.
it means you're a good woman.
Yeah.
Anyone can fall. Anyone can fall. You're a good woman, and it is a good thing. You're on the right path, and I just want you to know that.
Don't say anything.
Yes, just to add on it, or to add
Yeah,
on
Ete
to
had something to
that.
it. Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so the fact that she actually spoke to the
Just a
parents
moment.
is
I
a
want to
step
check.
Yes, exactly.
to being honest, because the person that was sinned against was God,
Yeah.
and
Firstly.
the husband as well.
Yes.
You know, as parents, David, if my child comes to tell me, oh, mommy, actually, this child I'm carrying is not from my husband, even as a mother, I will tell you, don't tell your husband, just do this and this and this. Because
True.
you are trying to
Protect.
save that marriage.
Yeah.
And you don't even know if the man can end the relationship or not. But the question should always remain, am I doing the right thing by hiding this thing from my husband? Because
True.
if it's your mother that you sinned against, it's not your mother that you have hurt. It is your husband
True.
that you have actually hurt.
True.
So who deserves the truth? It's not your mom or your dad, neither is your pastor. It is actually your husband that
And God.
deserves the truth.
It's good to
And
bring them
if
in
you look at
to
the
help
if you
you.
look at the Bible, I was trying to look for Ecclesiastes. Ecclesiastes said, no, let me read Proverbs said that people who conceal their sins will not prosper, but if they confess and turn away from them, they will receive mercy. So the big question should be, who are we confessing our sins to? When you're confessing,
Hey,
when you're con-
big bro, welcome to the live.
Greetings, man of God.
Yes, so big bro, welcome to the live. welcome,
This is where
welcome.
I keep sharing the gospel shall reach every nation on earth.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Rita has joined the live.
Hi, Rita.
Hi, Riri. Welcome to the live. Welcome. Hi, Camila. Welcome to the live. You guys welcome. Yeah, Etel, continue. You're saying something.
yeah. So, who are you confessing the truth to? Are you supposed to confess the truth to your parents or to the man that you have sinned against? For me, I believe that even if I confess my sins to my mom, you know the way the mind works.
Yeah.
It will still be reminding you that there's something wrong that you have done, in as much as you have confessed. Because the person that you're supposed to confess to is not your parents. You're supposed to actually confess to who? To your husband. And a child is a beautiful thing. A mistake could have been made. And by the way, a parent isn't just somebody who impregnates you. No. But a parent is that person who is present in the child's life. So if your husband has been there, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be biological. it's just a way of maybe trying to sit down the man and you opening up to the person. I feel that's how you can heal.
Yeah.
But if you have confessed to the pastor and your parents, and maybe you feel that okay, you are in a good place, you're not regretting anything, and just want to stay like that, I can just advise that you don't get to do you don't get to do the same mistake again, and that means committing adultery at all.
Yeah.
Not just getting pregnant, like
Yeah.
just committing adultery at all.
Yeah. Exactly.
So yeah, that's that.
Hey, Camila, you want to say something about the?
I'm listening. I'm just like, wait, where are we now?
Yeah, good to
I
have
got
you.
the answer, but I was like, wait, what are you guys talking about again?
Yeah, we're trying to advise a sister who had an affair, and she doubts if the first son is for her husband, but she's trying to know if she should tell the husband about the affair.
Whoa, that is really tough question.
It's very tough.
As she knows the truth, even she's telling the truth to her man, she knows what's going to happen. And unfortunately, what she have, and it will, I don't say that it's not to break family apart, it will break family apart. What shit that she have built with her husband, but what she have to, she have to, what's this the word? Accept her, what do you call that? Maybe accept her behavior, like accept it. Yeah, the truth is hard, and what she have done, it's really wrong.
Yeah.
And it is like broke the man heart. The trust, all the relationship that he have trust in her, in the relationship, it's kind of really sad to know the truth. In the same way as the female as well, like the male cheated on her, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's really, really complicated to
It is.
forgive and forget
Mhm.
while you trust the person that you love.
Exactly.
So we have another comment over here on YouTube. It says, to the sister, this will be hard for her. So he's advising that you fast and pray and ask God for his wisdom and wait patiently, for God will guide her. Exactly. It's also true.
Yeah.
Like prayer and asking God for guidance, because it's a tough one.
It's a tough one. Let's ask Rita.
Yeah.
Rita, Riri, what do you think? Unmute your mic and share your thoughts. Let's advise a sister.
Hi Riri, good to have you.
For me, I would say, like, in the Bible says that his mind is full of evil. Like, even the most righteous man is actually evil in your mind. Like, when it comes to, like, marriage is something that is like marriage. There is a child, if the woman keeps, and there is a child. Advice, let the woman tell the man, because to be honest, they having something like, just like a woman, when you have carry something in your heart, like you will still feel some type of way, like, oh, this child is not actually, maybe the man is taking care of the boy and everything. The way you be looking at, like, the kind of, I don't know, like the woman will be feeling guilty all her life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And saying the truth actually comes like accepting that, oh, if I say this, it's going to cost me my marriage, but at the same time, I'm going to be free from like so many stuff. Like, okay, I'm going to say the truth, because what kills people is conscience. Like, you see someone dying even before
Yes.
the person is already dead. Like, I feel like it's good to say the truth, like, and saying the truth comes with consequences.
Yeah.
It's either the man accepts you and forgive you, and another thing, you have to know the kind of man you are getting married to, in order, like, just like right now, you guys are married, you know who your husband is, you know what you can discuss with your husband, you're going to know, like, you know, not like you know everything until something happens, that's when you're
Yeah.
going to know
Exactly.
action. But at least you will know a little bit because it had never happened. But this is the first time you are going to like something. You are going to break something like that. And this is something that is huge because defining your marriage is something that, oh my god, is not good. But at the same time, it's good that the woman say the truth in order for her to like be free from everything and just bear the consequences. Yeah.
I feel you. I
Yeah,
feel you.
that's just the three of you contribution is amazing.
Baby, we are muted.
We don't hear you. We don't hear you.
Sorry.
Yeah, we were muted. The three of your contribution is so amazing. Like that's just the truth because the trauma that comes with it is it cannot be described. Like and
Yeah,
and most men actually, not all men, but most men can actually phantom this
Something
whole.
is in your eye. Okay, it's
Thank
gone.
you. Most men can actually phantom this whole when a this is not the funniest part about this issue is it's not even the man now that is having the doubt, though the man is not aware.
Yeah.
It is the woman herself
Her
that
conscience is
her conscience is
judging her.
telling her that I think my son is not my man's own. Like that is what strikes the most. Like she's the one doubting. I think this is not for this man. I think it's for the man I had an affair with. So she's already been traumatized and she's already been disturbed. For her to speak out, it means that she needs help on that aspect.
But I think we've given the best advice. Pray about it. Ask God for forgiveness. Because at the same time, asking God for forgiveness does not mean consequences will not follow.
Yeah,
There
of
are always
course.
consequences for our actions. So go ahead and tell your husband.
Well, um, I'm not a Christian, so I'll let you have my own religion way. So one simple word that I have been taught in my word, no karma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And karma is really simple and but it's really scary. It's just the consequence that uh, accept it and have to be punished.
Hmm.
So there's a two ways you by a God and God forgive, but don't forget that karma is there with you.
Yeah.
There is another one in Camila. There is another one. It says that my wife is aware of my past life, but not aware of grapes I did as when I got saved. I got deliverance at MFM, I don't know, and I buried my past in grave. My wife is nice, but she keeps grudges. How do I tell her? My spiritual father, first pastor, is aware, but I can't tell her. Man, it's almost impossible. So
I don't understand this question.
his question is,
I don't
his
I don't
wife,
understand.
the question is, how can he tell his wife, like, is it advisable for him to tell his wife that in the past he committed some grapes and
Okay, so the grapes actually we don't want to use the word because
Yeah.
of community violation.
Yeah.
But if you remove the G from the grapes,
wait, don't just say grapes,
you
they
should
understand.
know what it means.
Yeah, they
So
understand.
he had a very bad I think bad pasts which he grapes.
He baby,
Okay.
no, stop repeating it.
Try to
So his question is, does he tell his wife about it? Because firstly, his wife bears grudges. She's a nice woman, but she bears grudges. And should he tell his wife about it? How should he go about it?
Let me drink a glass of water for
So
that.
that's his question. That's his
So
question.
Etel want to go first.
That was in the past before he got saved.
That's something that you can start first. You can start.
Etel, you can say something.
Camila, it's okay, you can talk.
Oh, okay. So for me, past, present, and future. And past is something that if you don't learn the past and who you are nowadays, then it's something that is your personality and your character. And if he change himself in present,
Yeah.
it's meant that it's okay to tell the past, even how bad it is, but it's up to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's life before you and woman. That's, I would say that, because
Pastor Enoch said
that
something.
This
past,
is past life.
you
Yeah.
you should tell to the person
Pastor Enoch said something
or
about it. Anything that happens
or
in the past, it
someone who
wasn't
you
him.
trust, because they could betray you
Christ has
in the
been buried
future.
with him.
True.
So you sometimes you have to keep
Yeah.
as well, because I don't know what he have done.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what his wife thinks of him in the future. If she listened about this past,
Mm-hmm.
and she had to think second thought, and it's really hurtful too, because I feel the question is really deep. What he's doing is very deep. That he want to confess it. It's so dark that he want to let her know that he's done. In the future, there's something going on that he and his wife have to face. That I got this feeling, but the rest is like it's up to him.
Yeah.
If it's you, he should rather keep his
Honestly, there are certain discussions that are hard to have. You know, there are really
Yeah.
these certain discussions that are really
Yeah.
hard to have. I feel, and one thing is, we all have a past, we all have a story, especially like in the Christian community. There are lots of people, or lots of us, that before we became born again, our lives were a mess,
We all have a past.
right? Before we became born again, before we found God, we were consumed in the, how do they say that, they are consumed in the lust of the passion of their flesh, consumed in the lust of their flesh, right? But when you receive Christ, there's a transformation that comes in with it. And if you've truly been transformed, because, and what I'm about to say is, actually I have a session right now, and it's related to what I'm going to be teaching, and it's all about fruit and works, right? That is, when you become born again, right, you need to be transformed. If there's that transformation that has happened already, because definitely there are certain things that you would do in your past life, you feel like you're doing the
this
best.
is it's actually very, it's a big case. So he just wrote another one. I have hid the son I had
From the
the
grapes.
grapes, as I am getting to terms that I have a son from one of the victims. I am ashamed. It leads to depression, and I'm struggling with the guilt. Oh my God,
That stuff.
this is strong.
Etel, what do you have to say?
I knew the
Camila, what did you say?
because like if you want to it's gonna happen. Sorry, but I knew immediately. Because suddenly, why he want to confess to his wife now? Why he didn't tell them before they're married?
Exactly.
It's a good question.
Oh
Why-
wow, yeah.
So, sorry. He's still the same person today and till the past, and now it's word that those that have wanted revenge or something like that.
You know, brother,
It's really sad to.
So somebody wrote a comment. Sorry, Pacific Black says he really loves his wife.
yes,
Go in tears and in pain and confess to her. Women are drawn to emotions. They will embrace you and forgive you.
and also ask God to soften our hearts.
Yeah, but
you
the
know?
fact is, if you knew about the son even before you get married, I think you should have let your wife know this thing during courtship. But I understand that
not easy.
not everyone has that boldness
It's not easy, honestly.
to say such a thing
Yeah.
about their past and all that. But
It's-
I just believe that when you truly love somebody and you want to do future with that person, you should not be ashamed to share your past, especially the ones you have learned your lesson from. I always say many things that happened to you in the past are really not necessary, but I know there are some that you have learned your lessons from, and it has become a manual of you getting better today. You should not be ashamed to share that with your partner.
And you know, it's tough, you know.
It's very, very tough,
There are
I know.
certain, not, how will I say, they are past and they are past, right? We would agree on that part. They are past and they are past. But I want to believe that
Okay, he just replied, I didn't know about the son. I just found out
6
months ago
Yeah, then-
after he located me on Facebook
Wow.
and my workplace.
please listen, Brother Pacific said something. Just,
Etel wants to say something.
yeah, pray about it, ask God to soften our heart, go to her with a heart of repentance,
Oof,
and
this is
honestly,
crazy.
because I myself, I don't know how I'll react if I get to learn that my husband had such action in the past and everything. And definitely it's in the past, right?
Yeah.
But they'll still be like, okay, it will be a shock for her. You get it? It will be a shock. And there are certain topics that it's not how will I say it? Not everybody feels comfortable talking about. Just like, for example, if you have been victim of rape, there are lots of people that have been victim of rape, but they have never spoken about
At
it,
all, yeah.
and they will never speak about it. You get it? So now flip the page. Now that you are the person who committed the act, so it's a really sensitive topic. But I don't know what
Yeah.
to say.
Allow Etel. Etel wants to talk. Etel, say something.
So for me, in my own perspective, what I would say is, first of all, we thank God that he's a saved person.
Yeah.
He's of Christ. That's a very beautiful step that you took. I really congratulate you, because sometimes most people that do that, it's very hard for them to stop.
To stop.
It's more like they're possessed by something.
Yeah,
So
they
I'm
are.
so happy that you are in a very good place right now and you've accepted Christ. And it's not your fault that you did not know about your child. Don't. I heard the first thing he said is like it's like he's depressed because of what is going on right now. There's something that comes with you giving yourself to Christ, and then now your past is like following you.
I'm telling
So
you. It's like a shadow.
yeah. So he's now thinking that that child now is like now a shadow following him, because he has forgotten about it, he has accepted Christ. But one thing you should know is that no matter how you had that child is still a blessing, and that child is a fruit from God himself.
Yes,
And
yes.
you did not know about that child. What you did was in the past, but you did not know what came out from that past until now, like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Don't wait until it's 1 year
Yeah,
before you can tell your wife.
Yeah.
What you did was in the past, but you got to find out just now. It's very much easy for you to just go before God and let him direct you. The next step is go to your wife, explain everything to say, I did this before I met you. I was like this before I got married to you. I did not know about my child. I just found out 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I've been praying for the past months just for me to have the
courage.
strength to come and face it. So now, this is the right time I feel that I can talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm here just to lay down everything that I have done, and I'm just so sorry. If I had known about this child, I would have told you, because he's a child of God now.
Yeah.
And trust me, God is going to go before him, because he has given himself to God. It's not easy to stop that. It's not.
Yeah.
But the fact that he's in a good place right now, I know and I believe that the wife is going to forgive him.
Yeah.
The wife will forgive him, and everything is going to be fine.
And
Trust in
also,
God.
everybody deserves a second chance, right?
Yeah.
And if the everyone deserves a second chance, everyone, so long as you found Christ and you've repented, you deserve a second chance. Not to say that what you did is right. That's not what we mean. We mean that everyone who has recognized their error, recognized their sin, repented, and have become born again, they deserve a second chance. They
Yeah.
deserve a better life, right?
True.
So, and there are people out there that have done worst, and God has saved them from that. So just go up to your wife and
I understood their action about the past. I was thinking he did something good in okay, that is it's not a big deal, but I thought there's something bigger and worse. Sorry, but I think what she did, I agree with her. Like, does something type like this that you don't even know that you did wrong in the past, that's it's understandable. But the type that you know that you did wrong, that's something that the wife won't accept it. This is something that is understandable. I wouldn't be that mad if my man, we're not together when I married him and he have a accident with what he did with the other woman, and he didn't know that he did accidentally. Accidentally, yes. And I found out later on while I'm married. I will ask so many questions. Are you lying?
Yeah.
The first question: are you lying? Do you know that this
Excuse me,
woman
guys.
before?
I have to go.
When did you did this? When we were married. So when are we together? When you did this, there's so many questions. Women will start this first because they feel like this betrayal.
Yeah.
But if he said that he just known that he have a child just 6 months ago, it's understandable. It's just like I won't be mad because if he just known, it means there are some things going on with the other woman who
Exactly.
never told him. There is something else.
Yeah. So he's saying thank you
Can
guys.
the mic, please?
Yeah, sorry about that. So he's saying thank you guys. I appreciate the advice. So I'm not going to mention his name. I'm not going to mention his name, but yeah, that's all. Everyone has giving you that advice. You didn't know about the son, and you just get to discover about the son. Be proud of your son. Children are a gift from God. No child deserves to be abandoned. For the son to connect with you, it means the son wants to be in your life. So, and then secondly, it is high time you tell your wife. I think this is the time to tell your wife. You have to bring out all the truth on the table, and make your wife understand that you never knew about the son, but and of course I know the wife already know you've changed. Your wife must have known you have changed. At least you've been married for some time, so definitely that changes must have been what you must have exhibited that change in your life, you know. So I don't think this will be a hard thing to do, and you don't need to be depressed, and you don't need to be depressed at all. You have to first of all forgive yourself, and I believe you have changed. And like what my sister said, congratulations, because most people they most people in that realm, they don't want to come out, but you were able to come out from that realm. It means that you're a good person. So we wish you all the best, and we know that God will keep your marriage safe and will restore your marriage, and everything will be good. And have the best moment with your son. I think you should reconnect with your son and all that. So, guys, thank you so much for tonight. We actually have, I think that will determine the age of the child. Yeah, I think that will determine the age of the child. Yeah, exactly. But whichever way, children will always come around, you know. Despite all, children will always come around and all that. Guys, thank you so much for tonight. We have to end the live because we have some other engagement meeting coming up by 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock over here, and I don't know what time it will be where you are, but we want to wish you a beautiful evening from here. Have an amazing night. Love you guys. Have an amazing time with your family. Spend time with your family, and wishing you the best of tomorrow, Sunday.
Happy Sunday in advance.
In advance.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Good night, Camilla. Thank you so much for coming to our live. Good night, Etel. We love you. Stop.
If you haven't subscribed yet on YouTube, please make sure to do so. Subscribe and like our videos, watch our videos, and most especially comment so that we can take note of each and every one of you and know who we have on here on our community, so we can show love and shout out to you. Thank you all so much for today. Thank you all for your contributions, your questions, and let's keep keeping up.
Patrick Black will be praying for you. Patrick Black says, guys, please, I need prayers.
New Guinea.
For me, I'm from Papua New Guinea and I'm a backslider.
The Lord will give you strength to get
God is
back
gonna work on you.
on the way. Yeah. We'll be praying for you.
We'll be praying for you.
Thank you so much.
Drop a comment on one of our videos so that we
please
know it's you.
Keep commenting on our videos so that we can get to know each and every one of you personally as you comment and take note of you. Thank you all so much, guys. See you all some other time. Bye.